welcome to This Day. It is Tuesday, and it is already June 1st. I hope you had a fantastic Memorial Day, and we've only got a 4-day week this week, so we're getting up on Friday right away. All right, we've got a couple of meetings to tell you about today. Of course, 9:30 this morning, which will immediately follow our morning broadcast of This Day, will be the GRF board meeting. And we will have that coming up shortly after us. And then at 1:30 this afternoon, we have the third Finance Committee meeting, and you can follow along with that at lagunawoodsvillage.com/meetings. Now, on our show today, we do have Jeff Parker back with us today with the Laguna Woods Village update, and then I will have some community information to share with you about what's happening right here in Laguna Woods as well. All right, let's go ahead and give you our important numbers by appointment only that they're doing is our resident services at 949-597-4600, and you can make your reservation between 1 p.m. and 4:30 p.m. Manor alterations is 949-597-4616, and those reservations can be from 8 a.m. till noon, so you want to give them a call to set that up. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our weather. Our fog is burning off, so we should see our sunshine shortly here, maybe around noontime. 75-58, tomorrow 74-59. Sunshine on Wednesday, 76-64. Thursday, partly cloudy, 75-59, and Friday, beautiful with a 75-59 and sunshine all day, so looking really good. Our sunrise this morning was at 5:42, and our sunset will be at 7:56. And as you can see, it is National Say Something Nice Day. So along with the thrive of be kind, definitely say something nice to someone. Hey, Jeff, I really like your tie today. All right, when we come back, we will have Jeff Parker. Stay tuned.
At Harvard Eye, we're so happy to be open again to see you for all of your medical and surgical eye care. We're taking great care to protect everyone from COVID-19 by seeing fewer patients, spacing out chairs in the lobby, sanitizing our office constantly, and doing much more. The world is changing a lot, but what hasn't changed is we're honored by your trust and confidence and committed to keeping you safe. We can't wait to see you again.
City of Hope is speeding cancer research and treatment to Orange County.
Hope allows patients to know that they can get through the process and be okay. Because if you lose hope, then you really are not fighting. And so hope is extremely important in a patient who's diagnosed with cancer.
Hearing aids require a lot of attention. Don't underestimate the problems earwax can cause. Come in and see inside your own ear canals to find out how much blockage you have. Debris like earwax can cause up to 45% reduction in amplification. Your hearing aids may be able to be significantly improved to help you hear conversations clearly with a simple office visit. Every day, patients say, "Oh my gosh, that sounds so much better." Stop in or call us today for a complimentary cleaning and ear inspection. Tell them Stuart sent you.
All right, welcome back. Well, we have Jeff Parker here. Hi, did you have a great 3-day weekend?
I did. I was able to take a small little trip and got away for the weekend and was able to go see some nice memorial services yesterday, and so that was good too. And for all those families out there that have lost somebody, I really had a good understanding yesterday of what that meant to have a Memorial Day.
That's great. Well, you know, some people were saying that, you know, there is a difference between Veterans Day and Memorial Day, and a lot of people celebrate them on the same day. So it's there is a difference, of course, but a lot of people want to do the same thing. So great to have you back. All right, so COVID numbers, just why not?
Yeah, so we're still doing really well. As now, some of the numbers they didn't post yesterday, and since of all kind of updated numbers, but 21 cases, amazing,
Yeah, and
low.
look how many tests.
Yeah, we're getting down to, well,
Yeah.
maybe someday we'll see that 0 cases, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there were 2 fatalities that were reported, but that's, again, seeing those numbers stabilize down at 1, 2, 5, doing a really, really good job. And obviously, the smaller the number of cases, the smaller ICU cases, the hospitalizations, all of them are really, really low. And we'll see that when we get to the next range here on the chart, shows that we're in that yellow, really definitely headed towards the green, which the governor wants us to go green in June, which we're now in June, starting today. But see our numbers at 1.3 and then in the below 1% on the other 2 categories. So that's just amazing that we're progressing that well in Orange County, as well as my understanding and looking at some of the stats, states doing really well and moving that direction. So hopefully keep our fingers crossed Memorial Day doesn't give us a spike. May see that a little bit. I think they anticipated some of that, but we're still really, really looking forward to hearing on June 15th that we're going into that green.
So there's been there was no announcement or anything today?
Nothing, no updates. Just the last thing I saw was on Friday, the governor was still committed towards the June 15th date of everything. They did indicate that there would be additional guidelines coming out. Not sure exactly what that means, but I know for sure outdoors it's going to be totally non-mask, non-regulated. I don't know if they're still trying to determine whether or not there should be any mask wearing or any distancing indoors come June 15th. We're still waiting to hear that.
So on June 15th, I know that many organizations, businesses are taking temperatures and things like that. Does that go away too?
Yeah, that would go away. I think that they have even, with the analysis out there is that less concern with the temperature checking as it is the mask wearing is more important.
Okay.
So I think more and more organizations are they'll go away from that and won't require that. Restaurants are probably the one area that I would anticipate if there's going to be a hesitancy or a slower rollout. But it'll be interesting to see, and we keep our fingers crossed. We'd like to see the economy and everything open up.
Yeah, most definitely. And you know, this past weekend, I think the beaches saw a huge amount of people, for sure. But again, you're outdoors. The weather was great, so we hopefully don't have to worry about
you're going to see
any
more
spikes,
and more,
like you said.
and I think you're going to see more and more towards the 15th. We got 2 more weekends, and I think you're going to see that. I just wanted to mention we did have a few more cases. We did go up about 5 cases in Laguna Woods, which is a little bit of a spike, but no additional deaths or anything like that. So that's good news. So we'll watch that number, and hopefully people will just be careful out there.
Exactly.
It's still out there. The virus doesn't go away.
No, it doesn't.
And that's the important thing is the vaccination rate that we've accomplished in our zip code being the highest in California at the time is amazing. And so we'll keep that up. Again, going back to that chart, that's the direction we want to keep going so that we can open up our facilities as well.
Right. And I know last time we talked, there's a lot more things that you guys were going to do. Of course, outdoor activities are still in play, as well as expansion of those. And I'm sure what's on most people's minds are, okay, when are we going to open up the clubhouses, the community center? You know, at what point are you going to do it in phases, or what is your plan?
We're working on that details of that plan, and some of I'm going to announce a GRF on some of the things that we're talking about with regards to, I think people are very interested in pools. So, you know, getting the pools reopened. We have a reservation system now, but we're looking at not having a reservation system for the pools once we go green. Same way with our gyms. You walk into the gym. So we don't need a reservation for those type of activities. The only one that we're looking at relative to the pool is pool 2 because it's a lap pool. So making reservations for swimming your hour in your lap so that we can make sure that people have a lane and do that. So that's the one that we're looking at, but all the other pools would be open to just walk in. As far as the clubhouses and our full operation, we're gearing up to kind of phase that in the last 2 weeks of June and really go more fully operational come July. That's really our goal. Part of it's because we're having to hire a lot of part-time people back,
Right.
and we're having difficulties with that. But we want to be able to open up the clubhouses appropriately so that we can have all these clubs coming back and meet their needs. But there may be situations where we're in operational mode maybe 80% of the time to begin with, and then phase into 100% down the road.
Now, the interesting thing that we've been talking about is the reservation system, and I reminded everyone again this morning, is that it seems to be you're doing quite well with the reservation system. I mean, it's got to help, track things maybe a little bit better rather than having people all walk into the resident services area.
Right, that's really helped, and it's helped in the areas where we have specific classes and where we've been taking reservations in where people walked in and made reservations. Now they can go online. Now they
Right.
can schedule. The clubs will be able to look at a calendar online and be able to plug in when they want to have their meetings versus having to come down to resident services to do that. So we think it's going to be more functionally better and then operationally better with regards to our staffing and everything.
Yeah.
So those are the big ones that we want to continue with the reservation system. Again,
Okay.
pools, gyms, they're more open-ended, just like out there in the private sector. So we'll make that available to them. And then with regards to our clubs and working with them, scheduling their time, scheduling their events, we'll be using as much of a reservation system as we can to make those more efficient.
Would that be the same reservation system that you're using now, ActiveNet?
Yeah,
So
we're
is that
gonna-
just a different
No,
kind
we're
of
gonna,
style?
We're going to use try to
Okay.
use ActiveNet for that too.
Okay, so it's a calendar
Yeah.
system. Okay, all right. Can you see, how far in advance can you book?
Well, we don't know that yet exactly because we want to make sure, because there's a lot of clubs that have activities like 2 or 3 times a week versus the ones that are meeting on a
Right.
quarterly basis. So we want to make sure that we get a system in that doesn't overlap or conflict with that. So we're gonna phase that part of it in, and we're working with the clubs. We have a survey getting ready to go out to the clubs again. We've already done one survey.
Oh, okay.
So we're make sure everybody's in line, that they're still doing what they've done before. And the other part that we know is come with the June 15th opening and with us really going into the July, the expectation is we'll have non-residents coming in and going like back to the Bridge Club and those types of
right,
activities. So
right.
we want to make sure that those are all geared in the right direction. So
Okay.
again, it will be a phased process. We're really hoping everything goes good with the June 15th reopening by the governor. That next 2 weeks we'll use kind of to a soft opening, I'll say. And then come July, we want to be as fully operational as we can be given the staff requirements that we need. And if we have to phase some of those times, we'll do that. But we want to gear up to getting back to normal.
One thing I wanted to ask you about in regards to the pools is can residents have guests come in yet?
Not yet.
No, but other residents can swim now with other residents. It's just not a guest
Exactly.
situation. Okay. All right. Well, I wanted to clarify that.
Yes.
All right, great. Well, we know you have a meeting to get off to, so we're going to let you go.
Thank you.
You didn't have anything else, right?
No,
Okay.
I'm good, and I
Okay.
appreciate being here today.
All right, great. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.
Okay.
All right. Okay, stick around. When we come back, we will have community information for you, so come on back.
My father was a quiet man, and honesty was premier. Prior to his passing, it was emotional. The folks at O'Connor made it easier. They just went over and above and helped me get through this. If you have to go through this process, stop by O'Connor. You will not be disappointed.
At O'Connor Mortuary, our commitment is to serve our community with care and compassion.
I'm very concerned that patients with stroke, heart attack, sepsis, or other medical emergencies are delaying care. Let me reassure you, it is safe and critically important that you do not ignore the signs and symptoms such as chest discomfort, shortness of breath, difficulty breathing, or sudden onset of headache. If you think you may be having a medical emergency, don't wait. Call 911 or go to your nearest emergency room.
At Pro Smiles OC, you get Orange County's best and most experienced dentist. Dr. Ivan Ho is an award-winning cosmetic and implant dentist that has been treating patients in South OC and Laguna Woods for over 30 years. Safety and cleanliness is our #1 priority, and now your routine dental work is more comfortable than ever. We use digital x-rays to minimize radiation and digital scans for crowns and inlays in-house, allowing patients to leave with final restorations in the same appointment. Let Dr. Ho and his team give you a reason to smile. Call Pro Smiles OC today.
Jewelry Box. It's about trust.
Do you buy gold? Yes, we do.
Do you buy diamond rings?
We do.
Do you buy watches?
We do.
Do you buy silver?
We do.
Do you buy these?
Yes, we do.
Gold, diamonds, jewelry, or sterling silver. The Jewelry Box of Lake Forest makes it easy to get top dollar for your treasures. No appointment necessary. Simply come in and walk out with money for your valuables.
Whether it's one ring or an entire estate,
we buy it all.
Hi, I'm Chris Mack, the new president of the Old Pros. We put on some stunning productions and have so much fun doing it. We'd love for you to come and join us if you have any experience in theater. Go to our website at ocoldpros.org or the main Laguna Woods site. Get our application, send it in. We'd love to have you.
All right, well, some of the things are reminders, but I just wanted to go over them one more time for you. Our first one is not happening until October, but they want us to kind of get into the practice. And I know, like most of you, it's going to be hard to dial all the numbers. So they want us to make sure that we dial the area code nationwide. We've got to dial 10 numbers now. So you got to, I don't think you have to dial 1, but you got to dial 949 for everyone local. So that's kind of a strange thing. And it is going to be happening October 24th. And it will apply to landlines, cell phones, and VoLP systems. Now, as you can see here, the area codes do require that you do dial all of the numbers. Now, of course, if you have any questions or if you have a loved one that might be in crisis, you want to call 1-800-273-8255. Now, as we have mentioned, we showed you the interview, is that there is a lovely library that we have here, and it is now open. And Eileen was so excited that we did have that interview. But just to reiterate, it did open, started May 5th. And Monday and Tuesday, the library offers scheduled checkouts. The library hours are Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. and then Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And the History Center, which is right next door, is open from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on weekdays and by appointment. And of course, you call 949-206-0150. Now, Jerry Block has returned for your Wednesday yoga class. Now, this is on the Clubhouse 2 back patio, and it's been such great weather that you certainly can just bring your mat and go on out there from 12 to 1. Now, you will need to make a reservation. Now, we do ask that you use the ActiveNet system. However, if you do need to call Recreation, you can do so, but really try to use ActiveNet because it just is much easier for you to get in and do that. Now, the Village Bazaar will be here this Saturday. I can't believe it, how fast it's already come. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It'll be in the Clubhouse 5 parking lot. They have 60 registered sellers of all different kinds of things. Handcrafted items, home goods, jewelry, clothing, and so much more. Now, if you need any information, you can call 597-4382 or contact Recreation at recreation@vmsinc.org. But again, that'll be this Saturday, 10 to 2. They will require that you have a mask upon entering, so make sure you still bring that because we just can't shed those quite yet until hopefully June 15th. All right, stick around. When we come back, we will have some other updates for you, so stay tuned.
Hello. RadNet is the nation's largest outpatient medical imaging network, providing thousands of imaging procedures each day. During this time, RadNet remains committed to serving the needs of our communities. Our radiology centers are open and will remain open to treat patients. Rest assured that RadNet is following CDC protocols and taking every measure to ensure the safety and well-being of our patients and staff. RadNet has recently been asked by local hospitals to help provide outpatient imaging services for their patients, and RadNet is committed to supporting those needs. We are available to take your calls and schedule your appointments. To schedule an appointment online, visit myradiologyconnectportal.com or visit our website at radnet.com for more information and to find a location near you. Be healthy and be safe.
At Laguna Woods Dental Care, our goal is to serve and provide dental services to the residents of Laguna Woods. Dr. Mohsen Mahmood is currently specializing in senior dental care at USC School of Dentistry. Here at Laguna Woods Dental Care, we are up to date with the latest technology. Our top priority is your overall wellness, ensuring your current medications do not affect your oral health. We offer an affordable membership plan that includes cleanings and deep cleanings if recommended. We're located outside Gate 3. Call us today.
Well, it's a very exciting day today. The library is open, and as you can see in person, I have Eileen. Well, is this exciting or what?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We've been, since we got the okay, we've been scrambling to get our 60 volunteers back up to speed, make sure everything's ready to go, put up our signs, and change our calendar. So yes, we're really excited. We're excited to see people today.
But when I first heard that you were reopening, I thought, oh my gosh, Eileen must be so excited because, you know, we've been doing these interviews on Zoom for the whole year, and it's been great. You have such a great system that you had organized, and everyone was following it just great.
Yes.
So what does it mean to have it open?
Well, we know there's a lot of people, they just like to browse the shelves and pick their own things, especially paperbacks and puzzles. We've been trying to fill up the outside patio, but we have well over thousands of paperbacks that have mostly been sitting on the shelves, and then the people that came in this morning that we recognize, and we haven't seen them in over a year, and they've been like, oh, we're so glad to be here. So it was really exciting. Yes.
I think it's the socialization, you know.
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
so nice to have everybody in one spot.
Yes.
I mean, just meeting you, because I had never met you before,
Yes.
except through Zoom. So it's really such a great feeling.
Right. All week long, we've been having our volunteers come in to practice, get back on the computer, and you know, we have, like I said, we have 60, and only 20 have been working throughout this whole time. So seeing the other 40 in person, and everybody's like, oh, how have you been? And yeah, it's great. It's terrific.
That is nice. So now let's talk about the hours, that it's shortened time frame.
Yes, because we're trying to still keep the social distancing. A lot of the work that the volunteers do, like checking items in, stocking the shelves, reshelving things, we're doing off hours.
Okay.
So because of that, we're doing just 11 to 3 on the weekdays, and then 11 to 1 on Saturday. So once we get our act together and once things start to open up more, we'll expand those hours. But right now, we have no idea how busy it was going to be. Were we going to have people lined up along the sidewalk outside? So we just want to see how things go.
Okay, well that's good. So then when people, they can check things out, but from a return standpoint, what's going on?
We still want them to put their returns in the slot that's right to the left of the front door, because we're going to wipe them down and let them sit overnight before we check them in and put them back on the shelves.
Okay.
The same thing that we've been doing all year long.
Okay, great, great. Now, if I would imagine that over the last year, people have probably been going through their things, and they might have found DVDs, they might have found books. So are you receiving new things?
Yes, we've still been getting, people have been donating things.
Okay.
A lot of the things we've been putting out on the patio, but we follow our same process. It's just been a little slower.
Okay.
So if they give us something that's a hardback book that's been published in the last 5 years and we don't have it already, we've been adding them to the catalog.
Oh, okay, good,
Yeah.
good. And what happens if you already have something? Do you donate it somewhere else?
Saddleback College comes and picks things up for us,
okay.
hardback books, because
Okay.
it's hard. We were trying to take things to Goodwill or Salvation Army, and we're getting too old. It's hard to carry things.
Yeah.
So I have somebody from Saddleback that comes maybe every 6 weeks and picks up a couple cartfuls.
All right, well, gosh, how exciting.
I know,
I'm
it
so
is.
excited for you because I
Yes.
know how much you really love it here.
Yes,
And
yes.
love, obviously, seeing everybody. So
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for coming by.
You're welcome, and we'll touch base again.
Absolutely.
All right,
Absolutely.
thank you.
Thanks.
All right, back to you guys in the studio.
Oh, life, how we admire you, are deeply fascinated by you. All your twists and turns and wild rides you take us on, the ups and the downs. Life, you live inside all of us, breathing, growing, beating. You are the reason we'll always provide world-class healthcare. Providence, we see the life in you.
We have just enough time, actually, to tell you about one thing, which is the third election that's coming up. And June 7th, town hall, there'll be another town hall right here in Village Television. And then the ballots are due June 28th, and then the ballot tabulation will be June 29th. Let's take a look at our weather one last time before we head out. It's looking nice already. The fog is burning off. We are looking at partly sunny skies today, 75-58, tomorrow 74-59. Sunshine on Wednesday, 76-64. Thursday, partly cloudy, 75-59. And then Friday, very nice, 75-59. And don't forget, coming up right after our morning broadcast of This Day will be the GRF meeting. And also remember to say something nice to someone today. Have a great day in the Village. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.